In this video I will help you find the best Lenovo tablets in 2024 you can buy. Links to all the products we mentioned in this video will be listed in the description. Let's get started. Number 5, Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5. Blurring the lines between Chrome OS laptop and Android tablet, the Chromebook Duet 5 does run Android apps and boasts nearly unrivaled versatility. While it isn't the easiest to use one-handed due to its relatively large size, the added productivity makes that a worthwhile trade-off. If you're looking for something to carry around for on-the-go entertainment as well as getting a spot of work done at cafes here and there, you can stop your search. The larger of Lenovo's 2-in-1 Chromebooks, the Duet 5 combines the best of both worlds with a better-than-expected keyboard, plenty of RAM for multitasking, and the real-life duality that is a benefit of detachable laptops in general. Of course, there are pros and cons to riding the fence between two relatively established device categories. Its display is worth writing home about, with above-average brightness and remarkable color depth, including 150% sRGB, 96% Adobe RGB, and 100% DCI-P3 gamut coverage. Like other great tablets, its battery life also excels as long as you don't spend the entire time typing, which draws more power than you might predict. On the flip side, it falls behind full-fledged Chromebooks in the processing power field, since it is still a tablet at heart in many ways, and uses the less-than-stellar, but mightily efficient, Snapdragon 7C Gen 2 SoC to compute numbers. Nonetheless, it's extremely competent at things like research and writing, making it ideal for digital nomads or other remote workers who want something useful that's still lightweight and compact. Number 4, Lenovo Tab P11 Pro Gen 2. Only one other tablet in this price range has a screen even remotely comparable to the second-gen Tab P11 Pros, and that one doesn't run Android. An OLED screen equipped with impressive brightness and Dolby Vision support makes this the perfect option for getting the most out of your favorite movies on the go. Alright, Lenovo, nobody's kidding themselves. The Tab P11 Pro Gen 2 was released 6 weeks before the 2022 Apple iPad and beats it in nearly every respect despite costing a touch less. The quite simply fantastic display boasts Dolby Vision and HDR10+ support, in addition to a 120Hz refresh rate and a 600 nit brightness you won't find anywhere else in this price range. It even tips the scales at 480G, nearly identical to Apple's insanely popular moneymaker. We'd actually be surprised if Lenovo didn't use the latest iPad as a target. The cameras won't wow you, but at 13MP on the back and 8MP for selfies, they work just fine for casual snapshots and video calls. And the P11 Pro 2 beats the iPad in terms of storage, with the base model offering 128GB and the more advanced one 256GB, although good luck finding the bigger one, as it appears to not have been released in the US, or at least isn't readily available. Taken as a whole, Lenovo's mid-range OLED tablet very nearly copped our Best Overall award. It's basically a toss-up, and if you're insistent on top-quality media consumption, few better choices exist. Number 3, Lenovo Tab M10 Plus. While it's not quite as portable as Lenovo's smaller offerings, the third-gen Tab M10 Plus still isn't bulky or overly heavy and delivers noticeably smoother and more consistent performance thanks to a step-up in component quality. Our own hands-on experience was nothing short of excellent, confirming that it's one of today's best entry-level choices. An excellent compromise between compact and pricey, the third iteration of the Tab M10 Plus sports a Snapdragon 680 SoC and up to 4GB of RAM, enough to make quick work of most everyday tablet tasks. Front and back 8MP cameras, along with a high-resolution, 400 nit screen make it clear this isn't some cheapo throwaway model, despite its reasonable price. In fact, it's one of the cheapest Android tablets around if you want to avoid potentially frustrating slowdowns, and its use of Android 13 brings it in line with the modern experience of many mid-range options. It doesn't exactly stand out in any significant ways, but it also doesn't have any major weaknesses for something in this price and performance class. Similar to many of Lenovo's low-cost offerings, it feels considerably more well-built than you might expect and just about hits the sweet spot at just a hair over £1. Few options make better buys as long as you know you're not getting a super high performer, although we do wish the LTE model was more easily available and didn't usually cost twice as much as the Wi-Fi only version. Number 2, Lenovo Tab Extreme. Few tablets can compete with Samsung's massive Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra, but that's exactly what the Tab Extreme sets out to do. Everything about this high-end slate excels, from the absurdly fast MediaTek Dimensity 9000, 12GB of high-speed RAM, and massive battery. And don't even get us started on the display. Lenovo makes full use of the potential of modern OLED panels here, enabling a 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+ and Dolby Vision playback, the latter of which you won't find on the Galaxy Tab S9 series, 500 nits of peak brightness, and truly impressive, 97% color of the DCI P3 cinematic color gamut. But let's not stop there. A big tablet with so many bright, colorful pixels probably offers middling battery life, right? Wrong. It lasts for just more than 11 straight hours of video playback, just a smidgen less than its big screen competitor. Even the cameras are great, capturing 13 MP and able to record in 4K at 30 FPS. If you're looking for a professional-grade Android tablet that can legitimately replace a laptop, this is it. In fact, given that it nearly matches or exceeds the Galaxy S9 Ultra in almost every category but at a lower price, it's one of the best large-format Android tablets on the market. Number 1, Lenovo Tab P12. The Lenovo Tab P12 sports above-average processing power, a great-looking display, and capable memory and storage that few other options offer in this range. The 16:10 aspect ratio and 12.7-inch screen even make it suitable for portable productivity. The MediaTek 7050 SoC more than pulls its weight, leveraging the low-overhead Android OS to perform admirably, even when it's running multiple apps. Its 8GB RAM module is no slouch either, although the 128GB UFS 2.2 storage could stand to be just a touch faster. At any rate, its huge display is a great perk, especially at this price. Despite lacking the OLED technology of some of its more costly brethren, the P12 delivers a more than satisfying visual experience. Its 2944 by 1840 resolution, which some people call 3K, looks as crisp as the human eye can detect at its 12.7-inch size and supports simulated 10-bit color in addition to capable HDR contrast. It could be a little brighter, but it's more than passable and not a huge sacrifice, given the cost. If you're thinking that a 12-plus-inch tablet is pretty big, you're right in one sense. It won't fit in a small bag or purse and isn't the absolute most portable one-handed device. But never fear, as its sub-7mm thickness makes up for some of that bulk. And if you're actually trying to get something productive done, rest assured there's plenty of room, especially once you adjust the scaling to account for the high resolution. Speaking of getting stuff done, the mated stylus and keyboard may be optional, but practically turn this into an Android-driven laptop substitute, if you're okay with using the mobile OS for work or study. That concludes our list of the best Lenovo tablets in 2024. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave comments with suggestions for future videos or any questions you may have. Subscribe to join our Wishes family for more upcoming videos. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.